I mean, it is indicative, if you think of it overall, that there is such fragmentation. As we said in the last panel, the size of this industry, one of the largest unregulated industries in the world, is enormous. If I were to put it to you, changing tack slightly, to say, how big do we think the eventing and conferencing industry is in this country? Anyone care to hazard a guess on the panel?
I can guess. We did a bit of research. Helen and I were both, shall we say, blessed to be on the task team. We actually did a hell of a lot of homework because for the only time in our life that I know that the Department of Arts and Culture actually gave us enough money to go around the country. And we did. We actually went to the most amazing places like Uppington and Cape Town and everywhere to investigate what is going on. This was when the government was very interested in this industry because the 2010 World Cup was coming up. So they had to take cognizance of what are events all about. So they had an events task team. And off we went to go and find out how big is this industry, how many players there are. And that was a good, 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yes, and we went over about a 3-year period.
Rudy, how did government select you to do this? From which basis of association?
They actually had an event in Durban where they invited members of the event industry to come and basically exactly like this. But it was a government initiative, which was really nice. I prefer this because this is industry initiative.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, point being that our research at the time showed that the industry was worth somewhere between 15 and 20 billion rand a year.
In South Africa.
In South Africa alone. It was the fastest growing industry in this country. It was the biggest job creator out of all the industries in this country. That was the scary part about it. And we took this thing very seriously. We made our recommendations. Hopefully they will still one day go somewhere. But after 2010, you know, we always said that 2010 was the end of the world. Once the World Cup finished, nothing happened anymore. And yet we've grown enormously since then. So, you know, I think 20 billion is a very conservative estimate.
Anyone like to add to that from the panel perspective?
I think 20 billion is a good guess.
Yeah.
20 billion?
Yeah, that's what I said when we were standing downstairs.
We've got, hold that thought, panelists, please. We have a question in the front row and then a question at the back, and I'll come to you both, sir.
Is that
if you've
you,
got stuff on
Wayne?
the I'm trying to avoid you.
Good afternoon. It's not so much a question, just a comment on the value of the industry. In 1999, and I can say that my grey hair, I've been around that long, a study was commissioned by Grant Thornton. They were known as Grant Thornton Kessel Feinstein in those days. And they did an in-depth analysis of the value and size of this industry. They focused solely on the local market. So they excluded, obviously, in those days, the international market. And they came up with a figure of 20 billion then in 1999.
Yes.
So it'll give you an idea of we're way ahead of that now.
Yes, yes, probably right. Yeah.